Greetings, guys. Just another thought that came into my head, and I thought, you know what? Why not share it? I try to share things that I think might be helpful. Some will call this paranoia, but this is just the way that I always live my life, and I wanted to share it with you because I've been watching a lot of. I'm really into watching interrogations of criminal suspects, people that are arrested for murders and whatnot. It's just one of my things. I used to be a very good interrogator and had quite a reputation for getting people to cop out. And it was through kindness, not brutality. But and so here I am. I am on my way to the dump with a truckload of tree trimmings and shit that I've been cleaning out my backyard. And I stopped for a second in this little strip mall here because I wanted to run into the 7-Eleven and get something to drink. But I left my truck running, and of course, I locked the doors. But when I get near the truck, it unlocks, and so I stood outside for a minute. And I was checking my emails. And this is just something I didn't even think of. I just caught myself doing it because I do it all the time. But before I got in the truck, I open up the back door. It's a 4-door Ram, and I just take a peek. It's just a habit. I've done it my whole life because, look, man, I'm 6'4", and I'm not saying I'm a badass, but I'm probably not the best choice of victims if somebody wants to fuck with you or fuck with me or rob me or whatever. But it doesn't matter because things happen to all types of people. And so just the rule of thumb that I do is I'm just better safe than sorry. And when you build it into your daily life of, just being vigilant, you're less likely to become a victim, when I watch these interrogations, I see how many people could have avoided being a victim if they would have just had situational awareness. That's the key thing with most of these murders is people just are busy with their head up their ass and they don't realize that shit is going on around them. So I peek into my truck all the time. When I'm coming out of the store or whatever and I know that my truck's been locked, I'll open up the back and take a look. My windows are tinted so I can't see in. So what I'm doing is I'm just ruling out the chance that I'll ever be driving down the street and some fucking gun will come to the side of my head and say, keep driving, motherfucker, or whatever. The other thing I do, which is just a habit, and, if all women should do this because let's face it, women are easy victims for the most part. But everybody should do this. When I jumped into this truck, this is what made me think, hey, I'll make a video. I reach over and, I immediately lock my doors. I just lock my doors. Now I'm sitting here, I got a gun right next to me. I'm good to go. I'm not an easy target. But, you want to do everything possible to make sure you're in charge of your environment. Don't block me, big truck. Unlocked doors in vehicles are just an opportunity for something bad to happen. Somebody comes up and tries the door handle, that's going to give me a heads up. Hopefully, with my peripheral vision going, I'm already aware of anybody coming near me. But if I get distracted over here and I hear the door over here, I'm immediately armed and ready to respond. Or if I don't have a weapon, let's just say I'm somebody that doesn't carry a weapon, I can, put the truck or the car in drive and speed off with this guy hanging out of the door handle. That's my lecture. I don't mean it to be a lecture. I just want to remind people that there are some real evil motherfuckers amongst us in case you didn't know. And evil people look for easy targets. And all I'm saying to you is don't be an easy target. When you're walking from the store to your vehicle, keep your head out of your phone. Look around as you're approaching your vehicle. Did I just see a shadow drop down between the vehicles? Is there a van parked to my car now, next to my car that wasn't there? Maybe I should hold off a little bit, go back and window shop a little bit until I get a better idea what's going on. It's not paranoia. Some people, literally ignorant people, would say, and I've heard this shit before in my life, man, I would hate to live a life where I had to be so paranoid. It is not paranoia. When I leave the house, you do things in repetition and it becomes who you are. So I make sure I have my wallet, my watch, my keys, and my firearm. I'm not thinking, I'm hoping to, I don't think about it, but I really hope and pray that I never would have to use my firearm as a civilian. I would hope not. But I don't want the last thought in my head to be, as I'm bleeding out in some 7-Eleven parking lot or some supermarket parking lot, I don't want my last thought to be, man, I wish I would have brought my firearm. I got a big 18-wheeler that wants to get in here. I got to go. All right, guys, stay safe. What's my name? Airborne 80. I'm out. Bye.